Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation, and so good to see you today. Um, I was out of town last week visiting my parents and came home to a need for preparing for a hurricane. And so, as I was bringing in furniture for my patio and trying to unpack from the trip and repack to head to a friend's house for the next few days, um, I was just kind of feeling um, the sense of urgency in the air of just kind of the general area around me. I'm in the Tampa, Florida area, and just my grocery order that I placed yesterday isn't here yet. And I imagine many people are trying to get groceries before the storm hits. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, just trying to get things done. And I was just thinking, I don't know, just being able to get in touch with the sense of fear. And I don't feel fear myself so much, just, the timeliness of getting things inside that might be flying around in the winds. Um, but also just kind of that general sense of what happens to us human beings as we get into fear mode and we become really small and insular. We become, our survival mode that our brains are wired with turn us in and tighten us up on the inside, emotionally, physically, mentally, and we forget that there are other people around us. Our brain and nervous system really are set up for every man for himself. And our brains go into that mode when we are in um, life-threatening situations. Not that a hurricane is a life-threatening situation most of the time. Sometimes it is, unfortunately, but we don't usually know that until after the fact, right? So anyway, so I was just kind of sensing that in the air today and realizing, I am right now very focused on bringing my patio furniture in and I do have friends and people very close to my heart in the area that I thought, I wonder if anybody else needs help. I wonder what everybody else is doing. I have a friend a little bit inland that I can go and stay with for a few days, but what about the other people in my world down here? And so I just reached out via text message and just said, hey, if anybody needs any help, I'll be done with work today at 5. And, um, I'm happy to help out, help bring anything in. So, and that was just nice. And then it just kind of started a chain reaction of people responding and saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm available all day, and if you need anything, I've still got messages coming through on my watch from that string of text messages." And there was something calming and soothing about reaching out to other people to see if they need help. And it's not all about me and my patio furniture. I'm like, you know, it's not all my furniture because I rent a furnished condo down here, but I still am responsible for it, right? So I bring it in, but it's not, other people are having that as well, and there's just something calming about, hey, it's not all about me. Who needs help? It's more important to, or just as important anyway, to help other people as it is to take care of my stuff that I don't really care about in the first place. So I was just thinking about that, and I know probably most of you aren't needing to worry about hurricanes anytime soon, but I think we can all relate with times when we feel afraid of something. Maybe it's a doctor appointment, maybe it's, fearing about a family member, maybe it's fear about finances, maybe, there's all sorts of situations in life that we can feel fear around pretty easily. And so I just wanted to just kind of touch in with that and give us an alternative. Um, and the song that I used to hear and sing along a lot in Sunday school when I was a kid is called Love is the Answer. It's by a couple named Oman and Shanti. Um, anyway, but I will not sing it for you, I promise. But the words are love, love, love is the answer. Love, love, love is the key. And that was just going through my mind and this morning and just feeling it more and more and more. And as I was doing that, I was feeling soothed. Again, I don't feel wound up about the hurricane coming, but there was definitely, my body was feeling it, and so I just felt that soothing sensation. Before that song started going through my mind, I was reaching out to the people in my area to see if anybody else needs help. And there's just something soothing and opening and calming about reaching out. And it wasn't reaching out for support for myself that brought that calm. It was reaching out to be of service, reaching out to help, and just, wanting to take that into our meditation time today. And when we're meditating, there is a focus within, in our Monday morning meditations, we go within, we find our center, we hang out there. And there's something soothing, calming to the nervous system as we incorporate and encompass, I want to say, encompass other people around us, our neighbors, our family members, our, people in our world that we know, people in our world that we don't know, and reaching out in love instead of some of the heavier emotions like fear or even anger. Anger is very closely associated with fear in our brains that both elicit adrenaline and cortisol and stress hormones, stress responses in the body. And so when we talk about strategies for dealing with anger and fear, we can put them in the same category because what works with anger often works with fear as well, and vice versa. So fear and anger both bring us inside. It contracts our beingness. It contracts our bodies and our emotions and our sense of well-being, while a sense of love, an internal act of love opens us up and expands us. And you can feel that if you feel it. Think of a time when you have felt fear and how it feels in your body. And then think of a time when you have felt love and allowing yourself to feel what that feels like and how different that is inside. And you can see what I'm talking about. You can experience firsthand what I'm talking about. It's not rocket science. It's it's mind body system science, and you can feel it within yourself. So we're going to focus on love today, and we're going to put a special blanket of love, if you will, over the, oh my gosh, there are so many areas, and I have not been following this as well as I probably should have, but anywhere. We don't have to focus on hurricanes. We can focus on anything. There's lots of goings on in the world that could use a little bit of love and light right now. So anyway, that's what we're focusing on for our meditation time today. So I invite you to relax in your chair and get comfortable so that you can just forget about your body and just let it rest where you are. And we can even start with ourselves. If there's anything in your life right now that is causing stress or fear, we can put anger in there too if there's anything up about that. We just notice what that feels like in the body and visualize that fear dissipating like bubbles into the air and just popping. Such a fun word for that, called effervescence. It comes to pass. And feel how your body opens up a little bit as you visualize the fear or the stress dissipating. And feel within yourself, imagine an experience of love, maybe a family member or a close friend. Notice what that feels like in your body. Feel that love all around you, encompassing your own physical space, your body, the chair you're sitting in, your home. Let that sense of love keep extending beyond. And if there's a situation in the world that grabs your attention right now, there are so many to choose from. Just see that situation encompassed in your love energy right now. And if it's a situation that has two sides, let your love infiltrate both sides. And we hold all the people affected by any of these hurricanes that we're getting glimpses of on the news or radio or electronic devices. And just hold them all in love. We're going to keep this going for our meditation time, but I just want you to invite you to notice. I invite you to notice how expanded you feel in your heart space in your body as you hold others in need in this love. Maybe you can feel how soothing to your own self it is, even though it's not about you right now. And let your attention return to just holding that whole Caribbean area in love. If it helps you to visualize light all around on a map, that's fine. Whatever way works for you to feel that your love is enfolding all these souls going through this experience. Even if it doesn't change what's happening for them on the outside, there's an energy that is there to help them through it. And feel that love and the clarity of it within your own being, even as it extends wherever you're sharing it today. And let that expansiveness of holding the space of love for humanity go with you today. Take that sense of expansiveness with you. It is part of each one of us, that expansiveness, that potential for feeling open, being open, which allows the mind-body system to relax and feel a greater sense of safety. There's a calmness of mind as well as heart. If you have time to continue holding this space of love today, please do so. If you need to go about your day, take a deep breath with me. Feel your heart center from which that love emanated. Just feel that presence of your own self within yourself. And we take that with us today. And what an easy thing to tap into every day, that love. That love that's part of us, that love that calms us, that love that is at our fingertips. So taking another deep breath, I invite you to tap into that every day this week and take it with you. And if you see something in the news that disturbs you, disturbs your peace of mind, just hold that situation in this love. There's nothing to do. There's probably nothing we can do for some of those situations from where we sit, but we can hold that love, and that is a lot more than we probably will ever know. So have a wonderful week. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye for now.